Hello, everybody. Welcome to EV episode 3. I am your host, Evie Frente, here with my co-hosts, Valdi.
Hi.
And EVB.
Hey.
And today we have a special altered episode, Mother's Day edition. So that's really awesome because we got to celebrate our mothers. Go and buy her roses. Go and buy her things because it's Mom's Day and you got to celebrate. Yeah. Which brings me to my first topic. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna stab. Our first topic for today is our news segment. Our first topic on the news segment specifically is that it's David Attenborough. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say his last name. It's really difficult and it's really British of him to do that. But David Attenborough's 95th birthday. And if you don't know who he is, just go look up any one of those animal documentaries on Disney Plus, and he's the guy who voices it over. It's his birthday, and we all need to celebrate because he's 95 years old today. Well, actually, as of yesterday. Happy birthday! Which brings us to our second topic, which is Mother's Day is today. We're going to go around the table or Zoom and tell us our favorite things about our mothers. Evie, take it away.
My favorite thing about my mom is that she's always there when I need her, and she's always able to help me when I need help, and she's just the most supportive and iconic woman that I know.
Aww. That's very, very nice and very sweet, and I appreciate that. Moving on. Val, your turn.
What I appreciate about my mother is that she cares for me when I'm sick or not sick, and she makes delicious food, so you should come over sometime.
Maybe I will. And my thing that I love most about my mom is how she always tries to take care of me and always makes sure I'm being safe in the middle of a global pandemic, aka coronavirus. Have you heard of it? It's pretty popular. Now we're going to move on to our next segment, which is Val Storytime. Val, Storytime it away.
Welcome to the second episode of Storytime with Val. Today's story is a lovely one. It haunted me. I was around 7 years old. At the start of 3rd grade, my mother said to me, "Hey, if you do all your homework, then I'll get you a Barbie dream house with 3 floors and an elevator." Can't forget the elevator. That's the most important part. The year has passed and I've done all my homework, and it's the last day of school, and my mom picks me up, and I say, "So, where is it?" My mother says, "Where is what?" And that's when I realized my mother is the biggest liar in all of history. Thanks for watching the second episode of Storytime with Val.
Oh my god. Story is like so. Oh my god. I left my chapstick across the room and I can't reach it now. I wish there was a way to just grab it without having to get up.
Oh my god, you know what? So do I. I just
Well, lucky for you, today's sponsor is about a product that will help you.
Oh my god!
I'm so excited!
Are you
tired of trying to grab something all the way across your room? Well then, fear no more. With the Magic Glove, just call our delivery service and the Magic Glove will be directly delivered right to you in under 5 minutes. Wow! Once the Magic Gloves are delivered to you, you can now put them on. How the Magic Gloves work is you point to something and do that hand gesture. The item should then move around and come right to you. Buy it today for $9.99.
Oh my god! I need to get me that product because it'll make me feel like I'm in Star Wars.
I do too. Like sometimes those eggs are just a little too hard to reach. And I feel like I've already mastered the gesture too. All right. Well, that wraps up that segment. Let's move on to the next segment of the day, which is Inside the Friend Group.
Inside the friend. Speaking of inside the friend group, it's for inside the friend group. I think that we know what's gonna happen this time. So let's take a
Carol, go again. It seems like she's...
girls. I got a new outfit.
That looks so cute. And expensive. Not trying to pry, but how much is it?
Oh, Linda, you know I never buy and tell, but if you must know, it was $150.
Whoa, that's a lot of money.
How could you afford that?
No offense, but I mean, we're all paying rent together, so how did you afford that?
Well, if you must know, I was a little short, so I just borrowed some money from you. I hope you don't mind.
This isn't gonna end well. Exactly how much money did you borrow, Carol?
$140.
I couldn't quite hear you. Could you repeat yourself?
$145.
Oh, what the Linda? Ouch. I think you should give me my dress since I paid for it. Yay! Whoa! Oh my god, not again!
Never, ever do that.
No!
Ever.
Borrow money without permission.
Ever.
Never borrow money without permission from your friends because your friends will get upset and get into an argument. Speaking of that, let anybody know, summer's almost here. And this school year has been pretty rough for me and my friends. So we're just jumping to get to the summer. And school, our next interview is with a teacher, a real life teacher. Take it away, Miss Frente.
Little did you know that this teacher just happens to be my very own mother. So let's go and interview her.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm on the off-site place for where I usually record, and now I'm going to be interviewing my mother.
I teach fourth grade.
What is it like teaching fourth graders in a pandemic?
It's difficult. It's challenging. I would say, at first, when we first started teaching, we didn't really have a choice, right? We had to quarantine. Everybody had to quarantine. And so, most of the time, teachers are very flexible. They know that they have to be kind of ready for anything, especially in fourth grade. So, in that way, it was like, well, we just have to do what we have to do, and we'll just figure it out as we go. But it was sad. I mean, it was one of the main reasons I became a teacher is because I enjoy the experience you have with a student, like especially if they're struggling or they're not getting something and then they finally do, you build those relationships, and that's just very difficult to do on Zoom.
So you like teaching online better, or you don't like teaching online
No, I would
better?
prefer to teach in person. I mean, with the pandemic, it's a difficult thing to think about because there was a danger inherent in being with the students, right? And a lot of teachers were afraid, and rightfully so. I mean, we didn't know a whole lot about how the coronavirus was spread at the beginning, and So it was like one of those things where it's like, I want to be with my students, but I don't want to, get the coronavirus because of it. So, we just sort of had to just do what we had to do on that.
Okay. How hard was it?
Come closer.
Okay. Like online school, like once COVID got out.
Yeah, I mean, I think, we already have digital things we do at school, so that was kind of already in our toolbox. But I think the thing that I had to learn to do to get to the students, to build those relationships I was talking about, was really be like, ah, like very animated. Like, I have to be super, like, whatever, awesome, because the students, and it's different being in a classroom and kind of being that way, and everybody's in there and it's fun, but it's different to try to project that through a screen and be like, you love school, like.
So what's it like being a mother in a pandemic?
Well, I would ask you too, the same thing, like, what's it like being a student in the pandemic, right? Like, we all have to sort of live in this house, and initially when we were all remote, we all had to stay home, everybody had to be doing school at home. It was a huge adjustment, for the family. And as a mom, like, me, I used to be a scientist, so I was very vigilant about, like, no one's coming over, no one is going to leave the house, we're just staying here until this goes over, and you're getting the vaccine, like, as soon as you can. But I also think there's been a value to it. Like, I don't know if you would agree, but, like, I think we all kind of took a minute to, like, reflect about things and slow down a bit. And I'm always busy and doing stuff. So for me, I was like, I don't have anything to do.
Yeah.
Like, what? So I was grateful for that, actually, because it made me, like, understand, like, maybe we were doing too much, or I was doing too much.
And last but not least, Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, yay, thanks.
Back to the show.
That was an amazing interview. It was so sweet and it was so lovely.
I'm back.
I loved that interview. That was a really good interview.
Sorry about that quick costume change. It was really hot in there. That was that interview.
That was really great. Speaking of Happy Mother's Day, this is usually our pet segment, but today we have something a little different. So let's get it up and going.
I can't remember. We came up with a really clever name for that. Montage.
Montage!
Montage.
Our montage!
And now that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Val, play us out.